ladies and gentlemen. Today I, Shiny Srivastav from SOMJ TV, we are back with another news bulletin. But before we get into the bulletin, let's start with this week's top headlines. India successfully tests Brahmos supersonic cruise missile. 6 Sri Lankans caught entering India illegally, trying to flee economic crisis. Nuclear plant labs in Chernobyl destroyed by Russian forces. A big update for IPL viewers, only 25% of crowd is allowed to watch the match. MIT-WPU University has organized a trip to Dubai Expo for their students. Now in an interview with Professor Anurag Verma, we have our reporter Samruddhi.
So today we have Program Head of Media and Journalism, Anurag Verma sir, and he's also the faculty in charge of Dubai Expo, and today he will shed light on this topic.
So this Dubai Expo is very important for students, and as you know, MIT-WPU has always been very keen to give exposure to students, and also because Dubai Expo, every 5 years, this expo happens, and this time it is happening in Dubai. So this, our honorable executive president, so he is giving chance to all the students to go to Dubai and see what is happening in and around the world. For this, we are also giving subsidy. MIT-WPU is also giving subsidy to all the students, those who are interested to go. So,
thank you so much, sir. So hello, I'm Samruddhi Tekavde from School of Media and Journalism. So we are going inside to talk to students who are going to Dubai Expo. Let's go inside and talk to them how excited they are. So what's your name?
Maithili.
Are you excited to go to Dubai, and what are your preparations for Dubai?
Yes, I'm super excited, and I've been preparing since more than a week. Actually, I've been planning since quite a long time to visit the Dubai Expo, and I'm super glad that MIT is finally taking us all together, and yes, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What is your name?
Gauri, Raut.
Are you excited for going to Dubai, and what are your preparations for Dubai?
Very excited. I've been preparing since a week prior to this date. So I'm very happy that MIT is taking us to the trip. Finally. Yes.
Thank you. So are you excited for going to Dubai, and what are your preparations?
Yes, we're really excited to go. We've been packing for the past year.
A week, yeah.
And no other college is doing this, so we're really thankful to MIT, for
we
giving
feel
us
very privileged and very happy, and very excited to go.
Thank you so much. So this was the enthusiasm of students who are going for Dubai Expo, and in the background they are leaving for in a while, and they were super excited. They've been planning for weeks, and I hope they have a wonderful journey.
Now we have our reporter Saqib reporting about RBI's new UPI application.
RBI launches UPI payment services for feature phones, where transaction does not require internet. RBI Governor launches UPI 123 Pay, a UPI-based payment services for feature phones. This will help customers to use feature phones for almost all the transactions except scan and pay. These features does not need any internet connection for the transaction. This scheme will cover 40 crore plus users using features phones. This will help NCPI to achieve the goal of processing 1 billion transactions per day.
Moving ahead, in an interview with our reporter Ikra, we have ACF Anurag Bhatnagar sir, who is going to talk about International Forest Day.
Hello everyone, welcome to the SOMJ TV. I am Ikra Sheikh, second year mass media student, MIT-WPU. We have a special guest on our show who is a well-known forest conservator, Mr. Anurag Bhatnagar. Which are the organizations who work for the forest conservation?
Myself, Anurag Bhatnagar, Assistant Conservator of Forest, Wildlife Division, Kota, Rajasthan. First of all, I want to tell you that the Forest Department at the state level as well as the central level, they are working for the conservation of forest. There are Wildlife Institute of India, Dehradun, they are working on it. Indian IUCN, Indian Union for Conservation of Nature, they are working at the international level. Bombay Natural History Society, Bombay, they are working for the conservation of birds and other creatures. WWF, Wildlife Fund, Wildlife Fund, that is also an organization. There are a lot of organizations, people for animals, and that is saving Asian vultures from extinction. So in our society, there are a lot of organizations which are working for the conservation of this thing.
So please tell us about the most endangered species of our country.
First one I want to mention here is a great Indian bustard. That is a beautiful bird which looks just like a peacock. Up to 1970s, its population were more than 1,000, and you will wonder it's only 150 at present. At present in the world, I am telling about you. I am telling it is only 150 birds in the world. Great Indian bustard. It's a beautiful bird. Problem is that it gives birth to only one bird, one egg it gives, and that nest is also on the land. So there are a lot of predators like fox, like dogs. They are destroying these things, and the biggest thing is that we have destroyed their habitat. Other endangered species are like Asiatic lion, Bengal tiger, leopard, cheetah. Here I want to explain these four big cats. The biggest one is Bengal tiger. You know, Bengal tiger is found around 20 places in India. After that, it comes Asiatic lion that has become limited to only Gujarat, Gir National Park. After that, it comes leopard. Leopard you can find in most of the places. And fourth one is cheetah. Cheetah has been got extinct from India in 1952 itself.
So now we have our reporter Animesh, who is going to report about youth vaccination of age between 12 to 14 years.
Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia recently declared the commencement of COVID-19 vaccination of children under the age group of 12 to 14 years from March 16 nationally. He further said that senior citizens can now opt for booster dose of COVID-19 vaccination.
हेलो एवरीबॉडी, आज हम आए हैं विश्वनाथ हॉस्पिटल एंड क्लिनिक में और हमारे साथ हैं डॉक्टर निखिल प्रधान सर MBBS एंड DNP हैं और इसलिए आज हम बात करने वाले हैं इसी वैक्सीनेशन ड्राइव के बारे में जो गवर्नमेंट ने रोल आउट किया है फॉर द एज ग्रुप ऑफ 12 टू 14 इयर्स जो बच्चों के लिए है। तो सर सबसे पहले मैं ये पूछना चाहूँगा जो कोर्बेवैक्स वैक्सीन है ये बच्चों को कैसे लग रहा है और क्या है ये वैक्सीन?
This type of vaccine.
हाँ,
right. So basically there are different types of vaccine. Recommend just rough आपको क्लासिफिकेशन बोल रहा हूँ। Recommend कॉम्बिनेंट टाइप ऑफ वैक्सीन रहता है, किल वैक्सीन रहता है, ठीक है। सो रिकमेंड में भी और बहुत से टाइप रहते हैं। सो कोर्बेवैक्स स्पेसिफिकली अगर बात करें, सो दिस इज अ प्रोटीन सब यूनिट वैक्सीन है। मींस क्या है कि प्रोटीन जो है, ठीक है ना, जो आपने देखा होगा वायरस का स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है, उसको कोरोना वायरस क्यों बोलते हैं? कोरोना मींस क्राउन, तो उसपे स्पाइक्स है, ठीक है ना, देखा है ना। सो जो स्पाइक्स है वो स्पाइक्स जो स्पाइक्स प्रोटीन उसको सिर्फ एक्सट्रैक्ट किया है और वो वैक्सीन में है, ठीक है ना। सो बेसिकली द रीजन इज कि फर्स्ट जब कोरोना वायरस अटैक करता है बॉडी पे, सो जो सेल्स पे या जिस पे भी इंटरनली अटैच होता है वो विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्पाइक अटैच होता है, ठीक है ना। एंड फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट सब इम्यूनिटी और सब एंटीजन इम्यूनिटीज एंटीबॉडी स्टार्ट होते हैं। सो दिस इज नथिंग बट अ प्रोटीन सब यूनिट टाइप ऑफ वैक्सीन।
तो सर जो कोर्बेवैक्स है ये कोवैक्सीन और कोविशील्ड से सिमिलर ही है या
नहीं? नो ऑब्वियसली दिस इज डिफरेंट। सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि कोवैक्सीन है ना, दिस इज इनएक्टिवेटेड होल वायरस वैक्सीन। ओके, लाइक कोरोना वायरस है उसको इनएक्टिवेट किया, लाइक डेड किया या किल किया, ठीक है ना। एंड दैट होल वैक्सीन इज इन दैट वैक्सीन। ओके, एंड वो इंजेक्ट कर रहे हैं। एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज कि आपने बोला कोविशील्ड। सो कोविशील्ड इज वायरल वेक्टर वैक्सीन। अभी आप बोलोगे कि वायरल वेक्टर वैक्सीन क्या है? इट्स कॉम्प्लिकेटेड थिंग, बट उसका भी कैसा है कि समझो कोरोना वायरस का प्रोटीन निकाल लिया, लाइक स्पाइक प्रोटीन, ठीक है ना। सो उसको कैरी करने के लिए एक वेक्टर चाहिए। वो कौन सा वायरस? तो वो है एडिनो वायरस। सो शॉर्टली अगर बोला जाए, सो कोविशील्ड इज अ एडिनो वायरस, उसमें आपको ये जो है प्रोटीन जो है उसका कोरोना वायरस का वो कैरी कर रहा है एज अ वेक्टर। सो इट्स अ टाइप ऑफ रिकॉम्बिनेंट वैक्सीन, बट इट इज एडिनो वायरस कैरी दैट स्पाइक प्रोटीन।
तो सर जो अभी तक पता चली इंफॉर्मेशन, तो बच्चों को कितना डोज लग सकता है और कितने इंटरवल में लग सकता है?
सो यूजुअली 2 डोज लगेंगे।
ओके,
ठीक है ना। एंड आफ्टर 28 डेज ऑफ गैप।
अच्छा,
तो डोज में 28 डेज का मिनिमम रहेगा।
और सर बच्चों में क्या वैक्सीन के आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स या साइड इफेक्ट्स बोल सकते हैं कि क्या हो सकते हैं?
यूजुअली देखते हैं कि प्रोटीन डिराइव्ड वैक्सीन है, कि सब यूनिट प्रोटीन वैक्सीन है, तो यूजुअली ज़्यादा साइड इफेक्ट नहीं रहते।
अच्छा, कम रहेगा।
रिलेटेड टू अगर कोविशील्ड बोला तो उसमें एडिनो वायरस वो कैरी कर रहा है, ठीक है। सो जस्ट जितना अपन सब यूनिट प्रोटीन वैक्सीन ऐसा देंगे तो उसमें साइड इफेक्ट कम होगा, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली थोड़ा फीवर आना ये चीज़ें हो सकती है, हाँ फ्लू से थोड़ा हो सकता है, बॉडी या फिर इरिटेशन ऐसे हो सकता है।
तो सर पुणे में कैसा रिस्पांस चल रहा है, मतलब क्या पेरेंट्स लेके जा रहे हैं अपने बच्चों को लगवाने वैक्सीन, कैसा है रिस्पांस?
यूजुअली रिस्पांस देखिए मिक्स्ड रिस्पांस है।
ओके,
ठीक है ना, मिक्स्ड रिस्पांस इन द सेंस कि दे रहे हैं तो अच्छी बात है, बट सेकंड थिंग है कि कुछ उनके जो पेरेंट्स है वो जब उनके डॉक्टर या पीडियाट्रिशियन को कंसल्ट करते हैं तो द कंसर्न वही आ रहा है कि उसका डाटा जो है बच्चों में यानी दैट एज ग्रुप में वो अभी तक पूरा पब्लिश नहीं हुआ है,
पब्लिक डोमेन में नहीं,
पब्लिक डोमेन में नहीं है। सो उसमें कितना साइड इफेक्ट है, क्या है और क्या स्टडी हुआ है, ट्रायल्स हुआ है, तो ये डाटा यूजुअली अभी पब्लिक डोमेन पे नहीं है, पब्लिश नहीं किया है, सो इसलिए थोड़ा मिक्स है, बट फिर भी रिस्पांस है, अच्छा है।
तो थैंक यू सर, आपने हमें टाइम दिया एंड आई थैंक्स
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much. Well, that was all about the current vaccination drive, and we'll know further information as the government proceed with this drive. This was Animate signing off with cameraman Sakib. Keep watching SOMJ TV.
Now we have our reporter Madhura, who is going to tell us about increase in employment rates nationwide.
As we know, in 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic triggered job loss in the labor market. Just a year later, economic situation had improved. Approximately 60% of job loss had returned, but employment was still down compared to the pre-pandemic levels. According to 60th annual edition of Manpower Group Employment Outlook Survey of 3,090 employers, 38% of companies are planning to hire more staff in the month of April to June. The net employment outlook for the April to June quarter is 38%. The survey says that IT and technology roles will still be dominant in the market, with the strongest outlook of 51%, followed by restaurants, education, health and social work. From all the 7 Asia Pacific countries, the strongest hiring prospects are reported to be in India.
Good. About the employment rates are going to increase by June or July from this year in terms of technology. My point of view is like, I'm not sure about it will be increasing or decreasing, but I think it's a good opportunity in technology, because in the COVID times I have seen many people shifting from other departments to technology.
Yes, like we will be getting more opportunities.
The online presence has increased, and in our country also the startups and unicorns have grown very much. Like number of unicorns have increased tremendously. So I guess that's the reason we are getting more jobs, and it's obviously a good thing for us. We're getting more jobs. Thank you.
Thank you. So just as we saw, after hearing the news of increase in employment rate, students seem more enthusiastic and motivated about their placements.
On 20th March, we had World Happiness Day, so we are going to connect our reporter Suhani, who is going to cover the story.
I am Sohani Bhatnagar from School of Media and Journalism. As it was International Happiness Day this week, we are going to be interviewing some employees and students of the MIT-WPU University to ask them about their happiness. आपको MIT कैंपस में MIT यूनिवर्सिटी से क्या हैप्पीनेस मिली है?
हम लोग साफ सफाई करते हैं, पानी देते हैं, इसीलिए हम अच्छा काम करते थे, इसीलिए बोलते तुम अच्छा काम करते हैं।
MIT is a world peace university, and it is a bundle of happiness here, because it is the university which is teaching to you how to be peaceful within. If you are peaceful within, then there will be, you can see peace outside. So peace is equated to happiness. So when there is a peace, there is happiness. Because even if you look into Indian Vedas also, it is called Ananda. Peace means Ananda. It is happiness itself. So when you are peaceful within, then there will be peaceful outside there. And because MIT is a university where there is too much of interface of tradition and modernity, which is telling you to be cooperative and also competitive. And there is too much of balancing act is there in MIT, World University. So that's why I'm very happy. And this is the university which is teaching you the core values of altruism, love, compassion towards, because you are not different, you are one among everyone, So the oneness, that is what the MIT is teaching about, the principle of oneness, universal oneness, Vasudeva Kutumpakam. So that's what MIT is teaching. So then there is no worry at all. Everyone else is part of you only.
MIT-WPU has given me a lot of support in terms of, first of all, finances as well as administrative support to carry out my research, establish a research group in this institution, which is a great thing for me, which gives me a lot of happiness. There are a lot of students working with me right now on in the various fields of wildlife biology, conservation, ecology, and we have got a very good group as such. The research projects are happening at a very nice pace. So that is the very good thing about research that I found. As a teacher, we have got again a good group of students, though we have a very small bunch of students with us right now, but they have got like a quality group of students as such to interact with, to mentor with, and that's where I find my joy about teaching.
Actually, Workplace University itself is it's a nuanced university which focuses on peace and which does have a peace word itself within the university. Yeah. It's like an innovation in itself. Like very few universities would focus on the peace and well-being of their own employees. Here the word peace has been incorporated and it's also part of syllabus. In bachelor's and master's, students are taught peace in the odd trimesters. So basically it is looking at the holistic development of the individual and looking at how do you improvise on the how do you overcome challenges. It's a life. Even right now we have been facing pandemic. So very problematic and a challenging situation. But the thing is how do you deal with it? And in order to do that, the first thing, the most tried thing, even the World Health Organization puts it forward, that a person's well-being is not just his personal well-being, the bodily well-being, but also what is within oneself. So if your mind is at peace, it's like most of the diseases cure itself. Like you do have cancer patients, you have many other people who, if they had actually got a peace, the disease kind of seems to be reducing and to a large extent it's also being cured. So the peace is a very important concept out there and the university focuses on peace to a very large extent.
Next we have our reporter who is going to report about early summer heat waves.
Hi, I am Kuldeep Sirsat from SOMJ. Let us see the temperature of Pune city has been increased to between the 24 to 36 degrees Celsius with the humidity of 75%. Let us see how the workers respond to it. तो आप यहाँ पे ये कितने दिनों से बेच रहे हैं?
यहाँ मैं 23 साल।
तो अभी ये समर बढ़ रहा है, समर की वजह से धूप ये सब चीज़ों पे अफेक्ट कर रही है, तो ये चीज़ आपके बिजनेस पे कुछ अफेक्ट करती है या इसको बेचना कुछ मुश्किलें बढ़ रही है या नहीं?
ये बेचने के लिए बहुत मुश्किल बढ़ रही है, माल ख़त्म होता नहीं, कस्टमर नहीं है, लोगों का राह देखने का।
तो मतलब समर बनने के बाद भी यहाँ पे कुछ डिमांड नहीं बढ़ रही किसी चीज़ की?
नहीं डिमांड नहीं बढ़ रही।
तो मतलब अभी एक तरह से समर की वजह से आपका बिजनेस पूरा लॉस में चल रहा है?
लॉस पूरा लॉस।
क्या आप देख रहे हैं कि अभी गर्मी बहुत बढ़ रही है, खासकर आप यहाँ पुणे सिटी में, तो बढ़ती गर्मी की वजह से आपको जो आपके काम में क्या क्या दिक्कतें आ रही हो और आप वो दिक्कतों से कैसे मैनेज कर पा रहे हैं?
अभी जैसा काम करते हो, जैसा पसीना आता है ना, तो क्या कपड़ा से करना पड़ता है, नहीं तो कुछ देर ये आराम करना पड़ता है बीच में, फिर दोबारा उसमें चढ़ते हैं हम लोग। जैसे ज़्यादा धूप रहता है ना, थोड़ा कम बंद करके आराम करते हैं, फिर अब दूसरी बार चढ़ते हैं उसमें।
मतलब एक तरह से जो धूप है गर्मी है उसकी वजह से आपके काम की दिक्कतें बढ़ रही है।
बढ़ रहे, लेकिन उसमें बीच बीच में ब्रेक लेना पड़ता है, उसमें थकावट ज़्यादा आता है ना। जैसा धूप में काम करेगा तो थकावट आएगा, पसीना आएगा, तो बीच बीच में ब्रेक लेते हैं आधा घंटा 1 घंटा, फिर वापस जैसा छाया आता है फिर काम चालू करते हैं वैसे।
बट हर बिजनेस में कोई ना कोई प्रॉब्लम रहती है। तो आपके भी बिजनेस में कोई प्रॉब्लम आती होगी, तो वो क्या प्रॉब्लम से और क्या बेनिफिट से जो गर्मी की वजह से आपको हो रहा है?
ज़्यादा गर्मी बढ़ गई तो धंधा भी बढ़ता है, ज़्यादा बिक्री भी हो जाती है हमारी। कभी कभी कम टेम्परेचर रहता है तो धंधा कम भी हो जाता है, और कैसा रहता है टेम्परेचर बढ़ गया तो पसीना भी आता है, गर्मी बढ़ती है, कोई कस्टमर खड़ा रहता है धूप की वजह से, कोई नहीं रहता है, किसको तो बुखार भी आ सकता है, लेकिन कोई पीते है कभी नहीं पीते, सबके मन की बात रहती है, ऐसा रहता है। लेकिन गर्मी की वजह से हमारा धंधा तो अच्छा चलता है, ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
ठीक है। सो व्हाट वी जस्ट सॉ आर द वर्कर्स ऑफ पुणे whose work, sales and business get affected by the heat wave.